Hello again, day Vlogmas 11. So today I did the rest of the Christmas decorating, and I was going to go up in my attic and get some more stuff down. And it was just no, just clean, put the stuff away that you're not using and call it good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get any more Christmas decorations down. I have plenty. It was a beautiful day today, so I still had to shut off my water because here in Ohio, it gets so cold sometimes at night that your pipes can freeze. So in the winter, we turn the water off and open up the faucet, and that way your pipes won't freeze. So I had to do that. I still had a couple hummingbird feeders I had to bring in, so I did that. And then I started cleaning up, started doing a little dusting, and I still have to do the floors. And that list from a couple days ago that I showed you my big mess. Well, I got about half of it done, so that's still sitting there and waiting. So slowly but surely, I'm pacing myself and getting ready for Christmas, and I figure I have a couple more weeks. And even if it's just me, we haven't decided as a family yet what we're doing. But even if it's just me, I can sit and relax and enjoy the pleasure of having a clean, nicely decorated house. So I'm going to cook some dinner, and I'll show you what I made. And of course, it's using more stuff that I already had on hand because the only shopping that I did probably in 3 weeks, maybe more, is I bought the chocolate and the grapes, but that's it. So today was a no spend day, another no spend, yay me. And tomorrow hopefully it'll be another one. So without further ado, let me show you what I made for dinner. Well, let's see, what shall we make for dinner? Got plenty of food in here. I haven't been shopping in about 3 weeks, I guess. Other than buying my grapes. Well, let's see. Okay. I have some better than bouillon, no chicken base, some sour cream, and some silken tofu. And then I have some wheat meat chicken flavor. So I think I'm going to make a gravy out of these 3 ingredients. And I'm going to have this chicken, and I'll make like a Paprikash kind of sauce. I also found some of this Priano, and you don't have to refrigerate these, but I do to make them last a little longer, but it's mushroom ravioli. So I'm going to boil some of that too, and then I'll eat the sauce with mushroom ravioli. I think it'll be good. I don't know. I've never made this before. Cooking with what I have. Hi, time to make dinner. Oh boy, now what am I cooking up? You never know. All right, so I've had this firm silken tofu in my refrigerator for a long time. I need to use it up. So I'm going to make a sauce out of it. I've got this sour cream, dairy-free, that I need to use up. I've got this dairy-free half and half. I've got some better than bouillon, no chicken. This stuff is really good. I want to put that in there because I have some chicken seitan. It looks more like dark meat turkey, but it's tasty. I made this the other day. I want to use that up. And I don't know if you can see here. Probably not. Whoa, sorry about that. This stand is a little bit funky. All right, stop it. Okay, good. All right, I've got about a quarter of a sweet onion here. I've got about a quarter of a bell pepper. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I've got some black pepper, about a quarter teaspoon. I've got a teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of no salt garlic and herb, and a teaspoon of paprika. I thought I would make this sort of a paprika kind of dish. And then I found also some white wine in the fridge that only had this much in it, and I want to use that up too. So I'm going to blitz this all in my little Ninja food processor. Hopefully it'll hold it all. And this I'm going to saute. So this I will saute first, and then I'll get all this blitzed up. So I'll be back once I get all that done. Okay, so this tofu is actually still good till April 3rd of 21. So you can buy this stuff online, and it doesn't really have to be refrigerated, but it's silken tofu, so you can't use that for everything. But it stores real well unrefrigerated, and I still refrigerate it, so make it last a little longer. So in here I have my silken tofu. I put in some sour cream and the no chicken bouillon, and that's a good heaping teaspoon. I don't want to put too much in, but I'm going to give that a try and taste it and see how it tastes. So I'm going to put my spices in. And then I'm going to put some of this cream in. And hopefully this doesn't overflow. But I'm going to blitz this up so that it's nice and creamy. So I'll be back once I get that done. Oh, and I want to put... Now I'm going to wait to put the wine in. So I'll be back. All right, here's what it looks like all blitzed up. It's very tasty. I'm going to saute my veggies, and then I'm going to add this, and then I'll see if it needs any more liquid, but the taste is really good. Okay, so this is almost done. I cooked the onions and the peppers first. Then I added the garlic. That's been in there, about a minute, because you don't want that to burn. It'll make your food bitter. So I'm going to add a little bit of this wine and deglaze the pan. And I'm going to have a sip. Still tasty. This is actually a Moscato. I'm not real picky about the wine I use, so I'm going to let that cook for a little bit. And I'm going to add my chicken seitan. If you don't eat seitan, put some chicken in. This works just as well with chicken. But with the tofu sauce, you get a little extra protein in there, which is good. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit and heat up this chicken. Not chicken. But, you know, with most of my recipes, because they're not really following any cookbook, you can add whatever protein source you want. Whether it's, you know, chicken or turkey or whatever. So I'll just let that cook down a little bit. And then also you need to salt the peppers and onions a little bit. You salt every layer of your food a little bit. You don't want to go crazy with the salt, but it just brings out the flavor. So I'm going to drink the rest of this wine. And if you don't want wine in here, you can use broth, your broth of choice, veggie broth, or you know, chicken or whatever broth you want. But, so I'm going to let that cook for a minute and I'll be back. All right, so this is the wines cooked off. The seitan meat is soaked up some of the liquid. Now I'm going to add some of my sauce. I don't think I'm going to add it all. I'll save some for a different dish. I'll tell you, this sauce is really tasty. So I'm just going to heat this through. I don't want to boil it. I just want to heat it through. And then taste your food. Make sure that it's good for your taste buds, because my taste buds might be different than yours. But I think this will be really tasty. And you can eat this with rice. I'm going to eat it with mushroom ravioli tonight. But you can eat it with pasta or rice. And by adding the tofu, and you can use dairy sour cream, you can use dairy half and half. You don't have to use dairy free. Whatever you like. That's one good thing about cooking. You can substitute different things. But you don't want to boil this, you just want to heat it through. And then give it a taste for salt. Oh, that is so delicious. Really, I mean, I'm surprised myself. I don't buy silken tofu too often, but I will definitely buy it again, because this is delicious. You'd never know that there's tofu in here. So that's what it looks like. And it, if you miss chicken paprikash, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you might want to give this a try. All right, I got to take this off the fire because it's starting to boil. But I'm going to boil my pasta and plate this up, and I'll be back. Okay, so there you have it. Vegetarian chicken paprikash, and I made some broccoli with it. I like to put garlic salt on my broccoli and a little butter. So get another use what you have meal. But you need to try this tofu sauce. It's really good. All right, I'm going to drink the rest of this wine with my dinner so that I can use that up too. And I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll have a short chat, and then I'm done for the day. All right, see you in a little bit. Just wanted to show this to you. So I took the rest of my mushroom ravioli. I took the tofu sauce that I made, and I got some tomato sauce, which I'm going to turn into pizza sauce tomorrow for my grandson. And I just layered a couple layers of the mushroom ravioli that I had left, because I still have enough for one more Paprikash meal. And so I thought I would turn the rest into lasagna, and then I sprinkled the top with this Follow Your Heart Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then when I'm ready to eat it, I will bake it. So we'll see how that turns out. So that's another good way to use leftovers. Just make something else out of it. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I need to go put my feet up again. I just ate dinner. I have one tiny sip of wine left. Cheers. Another thing gone out of the fridge. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.